I'm Will Greenwald. You're watching Loot Drop on Geek.com, and this week we're going to talk about drinking. Do you see this NES cartridge? It's not an NES cartridge. It's a hip flask. This is from inkwhiskey.com, and this is the first product I saw them offer a few years ago at New York Comic Con, and they have greatly expanded their selection since then. Ink Whiskey started just selling these NES cartridge hip flasks with different amusing titles: Legend of Drink, Fine Ale Fantasy, Ninja Dry Gin, Kega Man. A lot of strong wordplay here. But they have expanded their selection and were nice enough to send me some samples. So, the size of the flask, which is plastic. So, if you're worried about a fine liquor and how the obviously food safe, totally just fine plastic will make it perhaps taste, don't put in your expensive single malt in here. Of course, if you're drinking from a hip flask and you're drinking really expensive single malt, you might be doing something wrong with your life. See this Mega Buster? It's a pint glass. And it's filled with a mixture of iced coffee and Coke Zero because it's 3 p.m. and I'm technically at work, so I really shouldn't be drinking. But it's a pint glass shaped like a Mega Buster. Once again, it's plastic, but it's pretty good for just a big old tumbler cup. And this is one of the coolest of many, many silicone ice cube trays that I've ever seen. I've seen ones from Kotobukiya, just at different comic book shops, licensed ones from like Hasbro and whatnot. But this is a Triforce ice cube tray, so you can make Triforce ice cubes. That's really all the commentary I have on that because it's an ice cube tray. That brings me to these shot glasses. It's a set of 4 warp pipe shot glasses. Again, plastic, but totally food safe plastic, and they're warp pipes from Mario. And it's also appropriate that Ink Whiskey sent me the Drunk Hunt version of their hip flask because they also sent this. This is a bottle opener. That's a Zapper, which is fantastic. It's also solid metal and feels like it weighs like a pound, so this is a hefty bottle opener. But, here's the little hook thing. You just crack open a beer with it. All of this is just really neat video game-themed barware, which is all Ink Whiskey does. It's what they specialize in. They started with the NES flasks, and they've gone forward from there. And my favorite, and it might be sold out currently, but hopefully they'll get some new ones in soon, the Mega Buster Tumbler. It's awesome. And Coke Zero and coffee tastes really weird, especially the kind of terrible coffee from our machine at work. But if there was beer in there, I'd probably be doing this with a lot fewer screw-ups. Inkwhiskey.com has all these items available, including different versions of the NES flask, which is cool. Keep watching Loot Drop on Geek.com for more toys, collectibles, and things from which you can consume other things, but directly, not in the sense of being a consumer who spends money for goods, in the sense of someone who directly takes something into their body, like alcohol.